Good morning. Welcome to Teen TV Newscast. I am your news reporter, Sabrina. Today, we are tackling a difficult topic of suicide as the number of suicide cases is rising at a startling rate. Malaysia recorded an increase of 81% in suicide cases in 2021 compared to 2020. Especially among young people, as the suicide rates make up 51% of the cases recorded from 2019 to 2021. The World Health Organization (WHO) estimates that suicide is the leading cause of death globally among 15 to 30 years old. In Malaysia, Befrienders, the National Crisis Hotline, estimates that 41% of people reaching out for help are 30 years old and below. Now, let's talk about a suicide case. On 19th of May 2020, a 20-year-old girl who was a cyberbullying victim was found unresponsive at her family home in Bukit Tengah. Tivia was said to have hung herself from the ceiling fan after a TikTok video of her and a Nepali colleague was ridiculed on social media and went viral. Since then, she had been receiving negative comments and remarks over the video from complete strangers. The video was shared under the name of Joker Oruban, who had 70,000 followers and was identified as the main reason of her suicide. Now, let's cross the line to Victoria on the ground.
Good morning, my name is Victoria, and I will be a reporter for today. May I know what is your relationship with the victim? Did you notice any suspicious behavior or action in your daughter before she committed suicide?
I am Tivia's mother. Before getting into the world of social media, my daughter was very cheerful and sensible, but not until last month. We only started to sense that she has some strange actions. She totally refused to communicate with us. Fast forward to the day before the incident, she expressed her gratitude to us, but still, none of us noticed her abnormalities. Only after the incident, we just knew that she had been going through cyberbullying alone all this while.
Thank you so much for sharing. I express my sincerest condolences for you at this time. You have my deepest sympathy and unwavering support. Good morning, Miss. I am Victoria, a reporter from Teen TV Newscast. May I know what is your relationship with the victim?
I'm Tivia's best friend, and I accompany her through the times when she was cyberbullied.
May I know how Tivia's mental and emotional condition was when she was cyberbullied?
I knew that she has been depressed for quite a while, so I suggest her to seek medical attention from a professional psychologist. And she behaved pretty normally and was also eager to seek recovery methods. We all thought that she was getting better, but things turned out sideways. We were shocked and heartbroken when we heard the news, and we still couldn't believe that a joyful girl like her had committed suicide because of cyberbullying.
Thank you for answering my question. Now let's cross our line back to Sabrina.
Thank you for the interview, Victoria. As we can see, technology can be used as a powerful weapon. The internet now has almost turned into a loaded gun. If left supervised, it could have deadly consequences. Wow, we have a professional psychologist with us today to discuss more on the topic of teen suicide. It is an honor to meet you, Dr. Chris.
Good morning everyone, I'm Dr. Chris and it's a privilege to be invited by Teen TV Newscast today.
So, Dr. Chris, do you think that physical bullying is worse than online bullying when it comes to a topic of suicide?
No, I don't think so. I think that online bullying is way more severe. Dealing with physical bullying, you can at least stand your ground and have supporters. And when teenagers came back home, they are able to leave the dispute behind. Whereas online bullying is different, they will lose their sense of safety and security. With the presence of anonymous keyboard warriors, they only know that someone is saying something hurtful and hateful, also judging them through the screen, but no one can support them. They will pass the judgment on themselves, leading them to despise and even hate who they are.
As we know, Teens today share their personal lives online via social media platforms. However, bullies enjoy defaming others by posting harsh comments although being unaware of their feelings. Dr. Chris, can I ask why they choose to end their life when they receive negative comments, and what are the reasons behind this?
While depression is a mediator between cyberbullying and suicidal behavior, the rate also depends on gender. Study shows that females are more likely to have depression and suicidal thoughts compared to males. Cyberbullying and having mental health problems were measured as a mediating factor between the use of social media sites, psychological stress, and suicidal ideation.
Now, we know that suicide has a clear relationship between cyberbullying and depression. How do we know that they have the intention to commit suicide?
While there are a few common warning signs, first is withdrawing from others. They will lose interest in interacting with friends or pleasure in social activities they previously enjoyed. Next are the changes in personality and appearance. The change of one's attitude or behavior, such as speaking or moving with unusual speed or slowness. Next, they will become less concerned about their personal appearance. Another sign is engaging in potentially dangerous or self-harm behavior, such as increasing the use of drugs or alcohols. Other than that, they may also express their feeling or hopelessness through social media.
Alright, thank you for the wonderful interaction, Dr. Chris. Now we have a short break and I will pass the line back to Victoria.
Welcome back. I'm Victoria. As a student, what will you do if you are in a crisis or if someone you know has the intention to commit suicide?
For me, I'll try my best to calm myself down and try to figure out what are the reasons behind my crisis. As for someone I know that has the intention to commit suicide, the first thing that I will do is always be there for them. If they are required to see a therapist, I'll be willing to accompany them to their medical checkup and follow-ups.
Your response is very much appreciated. Now I will pass the line back to Sabrina.
So, Dr. Chris, why do you think suicide cases rise every year?
Well, due to the majority of people experiencing high levels of stress, and most studies agree that suicide is closely linked to mental disorders. I believe that relationship and money issue will cause one to parallel suicide. The reason is that when someone feels that all hope is lost and they are powerless to alter it, it can obscure all the positive aspects of their life and allow suicide to appear as a reasonable option.
Apart from talking to a suicidal person and encourage him or her to go for counseling, what else can we do to prevent incidents like this?
For a suicidal individual, going to the counselor with someone often helps and is the best way to help out. Having mental health concerns can be very lonely and they may feel like they're different. So give care and let them know that you're there to support them. However, if it's not working out, you need to talk to someone who can influence them.
There you have it. Thank you so much, Dr. Chris, for attending our session today.
It's my pleasure to be on the show. Thank you too, Sabrina.
Well, folks, now we know that suicide is a very serious and dangerous matter. If you ever need or you know someone who needs help, you can always reach out for our 24 hours suicide prevention hotline 0376 272929. They are the Befrienders Kuala Lumpur, and this is Sabrina signing off. See you tomorrow.